Hey, I just wanted to share with you all a nice conversation I was having with one of my best friends. And as I was writing on the blog recently, I realized, why am I talking about some good friends and some best friends? And it was like different rankings of people. And I realized you're all the best. Everyone is the best according to the science of the mind. There's an equality there, and we're all really highly valued according to this science. And there's some truths in that we're all equally really valuable and precious and so very special. And I was reflecting and thinking, why do I have a hierarchy? Why do I have a ranking system measuring people as if some people are good friends and other people are a bit higher ranked? They're my best friends. So I realized you're all the best and you're all friends of mine. So I should call you all my best friends, even if I don't even know you. You are. That's the spirit of the science of the mind. That's the spirit in which I give it to you, and which you deserve, which we all deserve, to be really highly valued. And I was talking to one of my best friends the other day about the concept that a couple of people have been coming to me recently telling me how they believe in this idea that less is more, that they've noticed that people who have less money seem happier. And I'm talking about in our Western culture. I'm here in Australia, so I'm not talking about if someone really doesn't have enough money to live comfortably. But for a lot of us Westerners, we have so much of things. So actually having a bit less for a lot of us, if we've already got an abundance of material goods and things, it's actually a benefit. We actually get more happiness. And a couple of my best friends were coming and telling me this truth, and I was saying, yeah, I agree. And then I was talking to one of my best friends, and in the middle of their session I came up with this concept of, are you a happillionaire yet? Are you a happillionaire? Have you learned to be a millionaire in happiness? Or are you still chasing millions in just money? And why did we want the money anyway? Maybe we wanted it for status, or for some sense that we're higher on this social ladder, this social hierarchy that so many people seem to believe in. Or maybe we just wanted it because we got a bit into greed. Maybe we're just going along with the current, going along with the flow of the way that other people seem to be thinking what we should be doing with our lives. But a lot of us are chasing to be millionaires, and what was the point of doing it anyway? The point was to get happy. And so I was saying to one of my best friends, are you a happillionaire yet? You're already a millionaire in money, but are you a happillionaire? Are you a millionaire in happiness? And the answer too much of the time is that people aren't millionaires in terms of happiness. And that's really sad, because I'm here sharing the science of how it works and trying to build up your wealth of happiness so that you do become a millionaire in happiness. So that was one conversation with one best friend. And then a day later, I was telling another best friend about this conversation that had happened. And we were talking about wealth and just money, and people chasing, this concept that they're rich, or that they've got this social status, and I commented that it's a disease, like the sort of the greed that people know no limits, like they don't understand why they should place a limit on how much money they make. Like for me, for example, even in my own training with the science of the mind, just even as recently as a couple of years ago, I think I used to charge people a fair bit of money, but over recent years, as my training keeps progressing, I started just not charging people and just volunteering, and I volunteer so much, and it brings me just more millions of happiness. And so I'm always growing, in my Happillionaire ways, um, and that just makes me want to share more and give more. So, um, yeah, I was having this conversation with another best friend along the lines of this, and talking about how people are chasing money and they're missing the point. And my best friend turned to me and said, "Affluenza." When I said that it was a disease, affluenza, it was a real genius moment. And I've gone, oh, that's good, affluenza. So I invite you all to reflect on whether you're a happillionaire yet or whether you've still got affluenza. And if you do have affluenza, then I'm sharing a training here for you. There's a blog there, there's about 10 hours worth of guided meditations, there's a book written, there's me in the flesh here on the videos, and there's a support group in person that I'm running to help people with their training in the science of the mind. And there's just so much that I'm just giving and giving and giving, and always feeling like I have more to give and more energy and more happiness to share. And I was talking about this Happillionaire concept with another one of my best friends today, and explaining that this Happillionaire word breaks down into, are you happy? Are you happily able to walk on air? Do you feel like you're walking on air through your life? Can you go around wherever you go, whatever you're doing, happily, feeling as if you're on air, like walking on air? Because if you can, you're a happillionaire. Well done. And if you can't do that yet, then keep training, because it's just a matter of time for you. Well done.